Heather Thomas's photographs do not announce themselves. They linger. They ask the viewer to pause, to look twice, to sense what exists between expressions rather than what is placed directly in front of the lens. Her visual record feels less like a curated gallery and more like a long, unfolding conversation, one shaped by sincerity, movement, and a deep comfort with simply being. From the earliest images, there is a feeling of motion and becoming. Youth, in her case, is not portrayed as spectacle but as exploration. She appears curious rather than posed, expressive rather than arranged. In some frames, her laughter seems to interrupt the photograph itself, as if the moment could not wait to be documented. In others, she is still caught in a reflective pause, eyes softened by thought, her presence gentle and unguarded. These early images feel like questions rather than answers, revealing a woman discovering how to inhabit both visibility and selfhood without losing either. What distinguishes Heather's collection is its resistance to artificial polish. Even when the setting is professional, there is a looseness to her posture, an honesty in her expression that resists performance. The photographs taken away from work, during travel, among friends, or in quiet domestic spaces carry the same emotional truth. There is no sharp divide between public and private. Instead, the images suggest continuity. The same person, the same spirit, moving through different rooms of life. One senses that time plays an important role in these photographs. As the years progress, the images deepen rather than harden. Confidence emerges not as dominance but as ease. She appears increasingly grounded, less concerned with how she is seen, and more invested in how she feels within a moment. This evolution gives the collection its emotional weight. It does not strive for timelessness by erasing age. It becomes timeless by honoring it. Among the most striking images is one of Heather standing barefoot in an open field, light spilling across the frame. Her body is relaxed, arms open, her face turned upward. It is not dramatic, yet it is unforgettable. The photograph captures a rare clarity, the kind that comes from alignment rather than effort. It suggests freedom not as escape but as arrival. Taken together, these images form something close to a visual philosophy. They remind us that beauty does not require intensity, that meaning can exist in stillness, and that authenticity is often quiet. Heather Thomas's photographic legacy does not attempt to define her. Instead, it allows her to remain open, evolving, and real. In a world that often rewards exaggeration, her collection offers a gentler proposition, that presence is enough, that joy can be simple, that a life, honestly observed, becomes its own form of art.